Yes, my deck is ready. And then it says that we have won. Down here on the leaderboard, people that have played enough matches to get on that leaderboard, and it shows. Excuse me. I guess it did just start on Monday, so there really haven't been necessarily enough people out there. And where you can see the leaderboard right now is 70% up at the top. All right, we need to create the match. Waiting for Jay. Shrink it up. Create a new one. Oh, thank you, executive producer JP's wife. One thing I've noticed is the sizing on the screen being a little bit bigger. It does feel like the cards are smaller, and I don't know if that has to do with like the resolution on the monitor is just that much better. Okay. So, all right. So they are on the draw, but they're going to 6 cards. They're on the play. Sorry, we are on the draw. We do not have red mana, do we? How many sources do I play? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 sources out of 53 cards is a 1 in 3 shot. We have 33% chance to hit red by turn. We'll draw. Well, that was somehow worse. All right. What are you playing? You're playing green, white cards. Okay. So one thing I missed last time is that this is a sorcery. Now, how it combines with Blood Moon, I'll have to be mindful of that. Giant. Explore. So their amulet. Now, I can either sit and wait on this, or what do I think gets me a better plan? I think the Cleansing Wildfire. Although what I would want them to play is the right... I think I need to draw my way out of it for basic land-wise. I know that we have the Blood Moon coming, and I think the Blood Moon in general will be good against them. But I was hoping to basically... Can I draw to a third land? That was my goal there. Okay, they have Flagstones. They're likely their own... with Flagstone, they could potentially have Cleansing Wildfire, or they're the elf, the green elf. Okay. So... do I wait to try to combine this with something else? I'm hoping if we can hit a land. Ugh. Hitting land is not maybe the strong suit of the 20 land deck, so maybe it was worth keeping the first hand of the Arbor Elf. Yep. You gonna go beats? Beats. I mean, they played Explorer and literally missed. They have multiple land drops with their Dryad. Okay. So what do we do first? I kind of want to get Blood Moon online, although Blood Moon in combination with this doesn't really help me at all. What if instead we get Klothys set up, and then Klothys eating that could get me to a quick questing beast. Or maybe a way to deal with this guy in play. Skyclave Apparition. That's pretty good. So therefore, my plan is not so good. Alright, we're back to 4 mana. Vigilance, Death Touch, Haste. It does it all. Can't be blocked by the Skyclave Apparition. I know there are a lot of words on that card, to be sure. It can be pathed, however. That is a drawback. But then we're going to follow up with an Elder Gargaroth, and maybe they just play... They could just be playing Giant here, and then it doesn't... Well, no, they just played a Dryad of the Elysian Grove. Okay. I feel like if they had the payoff, they would play the payoff. They are on Team Dryad, it appears. So once again, let's see if we live. They just had another path. Okay. So they are... What would you call that? Dryad. I feel it's like green-white Dryad stuff. Okay. So as long as Dryad exists... as soon as their Dryad exists, it makes Blood Moon look bad. But Boil can, once they turn all their lands into stuff, we boil them and it's all gone. So that's funny. Creatures can't... That doesn't do me any good. I feel like a Braid. Now, another question would be, is Cleansing Wildfire actually worthwhile? What kind of mana base, I think, is the question I would have. Do they have multiple basics? Eladamri's Toolbox, we'll call it that. They have a Plains and 2 Forests, but for the most part, we could mess up Field of the Dead. Okay, messing up Field of the Dead is a good enough reason to keep Cleansing Wildfire, I think. And then potentially Blood Moon could also mess with them. If they don't have the Dryad, Blood Moon will mess with them. How about this? Cleansing Wildfire out, but we'll keep 1 Blood Moon for science. Okay. The rest of these come out, and then we catch them with Boil. That will be sweet, if we can do that. Yes, let's play first. Okay, so this is the turn 1 Utopia Sprawl, but then we just need to, like, what the problem we had before is we didn't have mana, so now this has mana. Let's keep. I mean, I don't like the 7 lightning bolts, but oh, I realized I did not update my stats above, so I will update that here shortly. We are 1-0. Play Basic Forest. Now that they've played a basic, we can blow it up. And if I knew I was going to do this, maybe I should have led with that. Because what if I draw a non-shock land? Like, if I draw a basic mountain, I'm a big dummy. Okay. One, two, three. How about a Chandra? I mean, we could just tick up for red mana. Bang. That was the only reason I didn't want to do it, for the potential there. What are you going to get? Skyclave Apparition. That's a good one. And we still would have had a Bloodbraid Elf. Okay. I kill that, I get a 4/4 back. What kind of tricks they got? They have Path to Exile. I'll reclaim. I'll get a 4/4. So this puts them at 9. It puts them to dead with the bolt in our hand. Sure. They do not have enough different land names to trigger Field of the Dead, though, because of the double Castle Garenbrig. So I don't necessarily have to worry about field tokens. Now, have they played a land this turn? They did play Castle Garenbrig this turn, so they can't also play a land with the trigger there. They did get Field of the Dead. They did have another. They have snow and regular basics. We are going to eat the green cards. Or, sorry, we're going to eat the land cards because of... What's the Elvish Reclaimer? If I attack there, puts him at 5. All right. Now, if only they would do me the favor of playing that Dryad. Please. Pretty please. That's annoying. They're just going to play a new Primeval Titan. That is bad news. Because they could get one of the the bounce lands to pick the fountain back up. Of Vesuva. Vesuva could also just copy Field of the Dead. Okay. So they developed an army. And then, unlike the other game, we draw land. Yeah, there's not too much. They're going to attack for 16 here. So yet another Field of the Dead. Six. I have to imagine this is probably a bad matchup in general. Although Blood Moon would have helped here, you know. And Bone Crusher Giant. Stomp. And it's not enough. All right, we lose that one. So we are, where's the record? Updating the record. We are 1-1 so far. We won the first one, lost the second.